Hello and welcome to Sassy Scrapbooking. In this video, I'm going to take you step by step through my process of creating this ribbon Valentine's Day card. I originally saw a card similar to this, but it was called a snowflake card. So it was made for winter, it was actually made for the Christmas holiday, and I thought, I wonder if I can make something for Valentine's Day using the same concept. So let's head over to the Cricut Design Space and get started. In the Cricut Design Space, I've already inserted the circle scallop image that I'm going to be using. The image number is M35F7E, and it is from the Cricut stamping cartridge. I'm also going to be inserting the circle shape and a square shape. With my images in place, now I'm going to go over to the Set Canvas icon on the left hand side of my screen. I'm going to choose the Basic Canvas, and then I'm going to go up to the Layers box and I'm going to choose the Canvas icon and reset the size of my canvas. I'm going to make an A2 size card, so I'm going to set the width at 5.5 and the height at 4.25. And I'm going to go ahead and lock my canvas size in. Now this is a step that you do not have to do. I do it because I'd like to see the development of my design as I go along. Also, since I'm creating an A2 card and I'm not going to be cutting it with the Cricut off camera, I'm going to go ahead and cut my base card to measure 11 inches in length and 4.25 inches in width. In the layers box, I'm going to select the square image and I'm going to change the color to red. Next, I'm going to resize the red image to 5.14 inches in width and 4 inches in height. With the red image now selected, I'm going to drag and drop it right on top of my white simulated card base. The more I look at this design with the white background and a card base that's white, I think that the card base is kind of hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and select the canvas icon on the right hand side of my screen, and I'm going to pick a different color and change the card base color just so it's easier to see. With the red image still highlighted, let's go back to the layers box and duplicate it. And let's select the duplicated layer and let's change the color to white. And now we just need to resize the white image to 5 inches in width and 3.75 inches in height. Next, I'm going to select the white image and the red image, and I'm going to be using the align feature and choosing the center option just to see how it looks directly over the card base. I wanted the red image to be slightly smaller than the card base, so I'm liking the narrowness of the space on the top and the bottom of the red image much better than the left and the right side of the red image. So I'm going to go and change the width of the red image to 5.25, and then I'm going to select both the white and the red image using the align feature. I'm going to choose the center option to center the two together and then move it directly over my card base and see how that looks. I'm much happier with this image. Okay, now let's work with the circles. I want to take the scallop circle, and clicking on the icon in the layers box, I'm going to change the color of the circle. Again, I'm very visual, so I want to change the color to red, and I'm actually going to cut this scallop circle out of red glitter cardstock. Okay, so let's move it over on top of the white cardstock. Oops. Let's go to the arrange icon and select move to front feature, and it is very big for what I want, so I want to resize it, and I'm just doing this visually. There's no specific measurements. I have an idea of what size I want, and I think that's it right there, and it looks good because that leaves a little bit of room for 3 ribbons off to the side, and I think that's good. Now I need to take my gray circle, and I want to make it slightly smaller than my scallop circle. So let's do that. Selecting both images, I'm going to use the align feature and select the center option, and I'm going to move both images over on top of the white image. Oops. I need to separate the two circles, and I need to use the arrange feature and move the gray circle to front, and then click on the red scallop circle, use the arrange feature again, and move that to front. Then I can highlight both the circle images, use the align feature, and select the center option to place the red scallop circle on top of the gray circle. Now I can move both circles on top of my white image, and that looks good right there. Okay, now I want to create something for the center of that circle. So I'm going to go to Insert Shapes, and I'm going to select a heart, and I'm going to change the color to a red so it contrasts with what I've got there right now. And I think it needs to be just a little bit bigger. I want it to just fit inside there. I think that's a good size. Let me just center it a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and select the heart again and just move it aside for a minute. I need to move the scallop circle aside for a moment as well. And then selecting the gray circle and the white image, I'm going to go ahead and use the slice feature to cut a hole the size of the gray circle into the white image. Now to move the scallop circle back, but first I have to go to the arrange feature and move the scallop circle to front. Now I can go ahead and place the scallop circle on top of the white image around the hole that we've created. I've gone ahead and changed the color of the heart to pink so it doesn't blend in with the colors that I'm already using. And this is what my card is going to look like. I have plenty of space to the left of my heart for the 3 ribbons, and I am going to do a little bit of embossing on the white cardstock. Now just a little bit of cleanup. I want to click on the sync feature in the layers box, and as you'll see I have 2 different color reds on here, so I want to drag one of the reds down to the other red so that they're both the same color, and now I only have 3 mats to look at when I look in the map preview screen. In the map preview screen I can make sure that all my cuts are there and they're all in the correct color, and it looks like everything is where it's supposed to be. So let me go ahead and send my images to cut on the Cricut Explorer. Now that all the pieces have been cut off camera, I also cut the card base out of white cardstock, and I cut it to 11 inches in length and 4¼ inches in width. I embossed the white cardstock with the hole that we made in the middle, and out of my stash I got some pink ribbon and some pink and red glitter hearts. I thought they might come in handy, so I'm going to go ahead and try to use them. So let's go ahead and get started with the card base. I've already gone ahead and scored it in the middle. I'm going to use my bone folder to reinforce the crease. And first things first, I think I want to just layer the different layers as they're going to go together, just so you can see, as well as I can see, what the card is going to look like. Now let's go ahead and assemble the card. My first step is to go ahead and use some double-sided tape on the back of the embossed white cardstock and adhere it to the top of the red piece of cardstock. Next, I want to cut 4 lengths of ribbon in various sizes, and I want to go ahead and clip the ends of the ribbon at an angle. I'm going to go ahead and use my Xyron machine for the next step. I've inserted 2 pieces of ribbon into the machine face up, and I'm just going to pull on the edge of the paper until the ribbon is pulled all the way through, and I reach the other end of the ribbon and then tear it off. What this is going to do is going to add adhesive to the back of the ribbon. So when I place the ribbon down on the card, I don't have to glue it down, I don't have to do anything, it's already there. Once the strips have been pulled through, I want to go ahead and use my bone folder, and I want to rub along the back of the ribbon as well as the top of the ribbon, just to make sure that the adhesive has stuck to the back of the ribbon. Next, I can peel the clear topping off the ribbons, and then peel the ribbon off the backing paper and adhere it directly to the card. Once all the ribbons have been adhered to the front of the card, I want to go ahead and fold all the top edges of the ribbons over to the back part of the card. I'm going to use some liquid glue to adhere the scallop circle to the front of the card, and then I'm going to go ahead and place the large pink heart in the center of the scallop circle. Using my foam glitter hearts, I'm adhering the pink hearts, which are slightly smaller than the red hearts, to the red hearts. Then using some liquid glue, I'm adhering the hearts to the ribbons. To finish my Valentine's Day card, I'm going to add some liquid glue to the back of the red cardstock and the back of the ribbons, and I'm going to adhere the red cardstock to the white base, and my card is completed. At this time, I would like to thank you for watching my video at Sassy Scrapbooking. Please subscribe to my channel and watch my other videos. I will continue to add new videos as my adventures with the Cricut Explorer continue. Bye for now.